All right. Hi, everyone. We're back for another episode of Canuck's Course Critiques. I'm Crazy Canuck 1985. With me, I have Els41. How you doing, sir?
Very well again, thank you. Thank you very
Excellent.
much.
Excellent. We got a special episode here, number 72. We are going to be playing El's new course, Valkyrie Fields Country Club, which is it's a taste design contest entry, right?
That's right. Yep.
Yes,
There's always been a few. There've already been a few excellent entries into and I hope this can hold its own against some of those.
Well, we'll see. This is some more direct competition for me. I've got one in here too for the competition, so we'll see. We'll see what you got. Looks pretty darn good from the pictures I've seen. Yeah, just why don't you tell us a bit about the name?
All my courses are named after. It was a bit sad, but I started it and I've carried on ever since. Mythological creatures or gods or places or names. And the Valkyrie is well, there are many different different creatures named past that, but the Valkyries were basically female gods that decided whether you got into heaven or not.
Okay, interesting.
So I thought I don't actually have all these off the top of my head. I do actually Google them and find the good ones. But yeah, that's all the courses I've made have got that.
I like that when designers kind of have a bit of a theme to how they name their courses. I certainly don't, but it's kind of cool for designers that do. It gives you your own little signature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just think of some nice little quip for each course. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a live beat the designer here. See if I can beat you at your own course.
It's not hard. You've done it every other time.
I'm on a win streak here, but you started strong last time, but
I did.
Fell apart a bit. Okay, I'm just gonna delete Jim Jim because he went 15 under. We don't want that. We love you,
it's
sir,
not fair.
But
yeah,
it's depressing. Okay, so I'm just hitting the tee box here, and what do you?
Have you got me as your rival?
Not yet, but I think you'll pop up there.
Okay. Oh yeah, now we are. There we go.
So he's you doing the first hole here? What's
I'm still
tell us
on
a bit about
box.
this one.
Yeah. This originally was hole 10. I actually swapped the front and the back 9 round quite late into the designing of the whole thing. I've gone for the if anyone was watching our last video a few minutes ago, really deep looking bunkers. You'll be able to see the 3 towards the front end of the fairway that are quite deep, but then the 4 lining the front of the green or to the left of the green. I've tried to make them look deep, make them look dangerous, make you think that if you do go in any of those, you are in trouble.
They look really good. I really like your bunkers there.
It's because what I used to do in my older courses was for the technical designers would be to put the shape of the bunker inside the bunker that's already made and then lower that so that the bunker almost was like a bowl.
Yeah.
But what I've done here is I've made the terrain shape bigger than the bunker and sunk the whole bunker down. So the sides of the bowl are actually land as opposed to sand.
Right.
And again, it's got more of that English feel. The behind the whole course, I wanted it to feel like old and scruffy, but tough. Like a course that's been there for a long time.
Yeah, I like that. I was just going to comment on. I say a lot with bunkers and how sometimes they got to be blended with rough and heavy rough. But I see you haven't done that on these these pop bunkers up here. But you're going for that scruffy look, and I think that look works with this course. I'm just looking at them right now, like that kind of scruffy, rocky kind of look that you're going for. Yeah, it's works here.
When I played around this earlier, I posted -3, but I didn't get any wins over 8.
Yeah, we got 10.
I've got 10 already here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You had a nice shot there.
I might be a little ahead of you. I've parred the first hole, but
Yeah, I'm just hitting my birdie putt here. Oh, made the birdie.
good for you.
All right. Okay, nice first hole. What do you got to say here about number 2?
The original place for the tee box on this was where I put the ladies and the shorter tee over on the left hand side, but it made it quite an awkward second shot. So I actually moved the tee that you use, the black tees, further over. It's a left dog leg. Again, there's one thing I've done, and you'll see on this course, is lots of little bunkers in places, as opposed to some. Don't get me wrong, there are some great big bunkers coming up, but in a lot of cases there'll be lines of little ones.
Okay.
I find those more off-putting. Like, I don't want to hit it into that mess, rather than one great big bunker that you can probably get out of.
Right.
I got to about halfway in terms of the amount of objects you could put on the course.
Okay.
You know, the little bar when you're creating it, just about halfway. I didn't quite get there. So that there's a lot of holes that have a fair amount of planting on, but not a lot.
Right. It looks good. Jim said he just played this. Yes, we know. We saw your amazing score here. Okay. Wedge in here. A couple rocks at the back there. And this nice...
I've put a few little things on each hole. Like, each hole's got things I've never really done before, like the signpost to the next hole is always there. And if you do like flyovers of the course or the top-down look, you'll see that, you know, some holes have got like bathroom stops and, you know, all that sort of stuff around there.
That's good. Have those little touches.
Yeah.
All right, I'm 2 under here after 2.
I'm only on my third shot on the second green.
That's okay, I'll wait for you.
Oh, I haven't hit that hard enough at all. I still can't get used to how hard you have to hit the ball to putt.
For putting?
No idea. Yeah.
Do you move the marker up and down, or?
I do. Yeah. I'm gonna bogey this hole. Oh well. I've got a ghost ball on there with -3, so I'm happy with that.
There you go.
So +1. On to 3.
On to 3. Yeah. What do we got here?
This is a par 3. This took me ages to get right. And the thing that actually made it right was planting those 2 willow trees to the right of the hole. Mm-hmm. Without them, it looked a bit open. And as much as I like the openness, and you'll certainly see that in 4.
Yeah.
This just looked a bit bland and deserty, and actually adding those 2 trees there really helped.
Looks that makes a lot of sense with that open look. The willows do a good job at you don't just need a couple, and it kind of really adds to the look of your hole.
That's one thing I've found about the countryside theme more so than any other, is that the little details look so much more.
Right.
Just the odd little bush here and there, or a little plant or anything. Just a question for you on this one. What do you think of the raised tee boxes? I don't know if I overdid it a little.
Let me think. Just on this hole? I think it looks good. Oh, I'm going in the water. No, not quite. No, I don't think you raised them up too much. Okay,
thanks. Good. Because it's really annoying when you put something in and then from the tee you can't see it.
Yes, that's something I mentioned. You work hard to make something look good, and then you want to be able to see it.
Exactly.
Right, a pretty little par 3 there, like that one.
Yeah, Biggins went round the course earlier, and he's very kind. He's given always a very nice little review or thoughts on my courses, and he said he thought the past 3s were the best holes on the course, which was very nice of him. As well, he really liked number 6, which is obviously coming up as well, which was very nice of him to say. But I'm quite par threes I find the hardest holes to make.
Yeah.
And I think they've come out quite well on this one.
Yeah, that first one was really good. All right, 4. What do we got?
It's quite a long par 4 here. This is probably the most open hole. Like there's not that many trees, and from the tee box you can pretty much see all the way down to the flag.
Yeah.
There's nothing too difficult here if you hit the ball in a straight line, but any winds can pull you off into a few quite dangerous bunkers. But the fairway's quite wide here and accepting, so it's not if you play badly, then this hole will get you. But if you play well, or even mediocre, this hole you can pick up a birdie on.
Yeah, it looks good. It's a big bunker there on the right.
Yeah, there's a few of those.
Yeah.
It shouldn't really come into play unless you really hit it wild.
Oh, man, huge fairway, and I still hit the rough.
Yeah. Oh, you're right next to me, though, right?
Yeah.
I think just to the right.
About 3 or 4 yards back. Okay.
I really don't like this wind. It's just horrible.
Yeah, pretty big tailwind here. Yeah, that works. Okay. 1 down.
Way, I've got a birdie.
There you go. Oh, I just missed mine. Alright. Yeah, definitely a lot more open, that hole. But,
thoughts so far?
Like it so far, yeah. Nothing really I can point out. Yeah, really like it. So let's move to number 5, your par 5 here.
Yeah, the first par 5. If you have some really heavy tailwinds, the little gap between the two bits of the fairways will come into play. And if your ball does end up in there, you are in trouble.
Right.
But it is at 315, 320 yards before you get there. So you really would have to give it something to get into that trouble there. Otherwise, again, it's there. I've hit an eagle on this before, but only on 1 mile an hour winds, obviously, when I was creating it.
Right.
The bunkers, I've tried to kind of hide them a bit. So in the first half of the fairway, they're to the left and right of where the ball's going to land.
Yeah.
You really would have to hit a terrible shot to go in them.
Yeah, like that bunker on the left, I wouldn't have been able to see unless I brought up that scout cam there. It's a bit far off to the left, but...
Yeah.
Well, we got a question here. Else, how do you design your courses in terms of one hole at a time? Do you lay out the entire routing first, or do you do one at a time?
Usually one at a time.
Right.
But I have an idea of where I want it to go. But that can change. But I mean, this course was absolutely 1 down, next one, and almost followed the trail as it went along, as opposed to having it to guide me. I find that way a lot easier because it doesn't leave you stuck with a really, I have done it the other way before.
Yeah.
And you can get to like your 16th or 17th hole and you've got a really awkward space to work with. Whereas with this way, you can be a bit more free, a bit more open, and generally you can try doing more things as you go along.
Laying one hole at a time, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done both ways too. Lately, I've been routing all the holes first, just to make sure, because I've had a couple courses where I literally just designed myself into a corner and couldn't figure out, and then I was basically stuck. So just want to make sure I don't do that again. But I used to be one hole at a time. I might try that again on. It's it's.
I always have an idea where it's going to go.
Yeah.
But,
I don't think as ahead as I probably should. I just missed my birdie.
Oh, mine's right on the lip. That's really annoying.
That was a very good little par 5 there. Well, not little, big par 5, I should say. I like your
Thank you.
bushes there. It's kind of split up the fairway there. You did a nice job with the planting there. So yeah, looks
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
All right, let's go to 6. What do we got?
It's a dogleg spans to the right. There's a couple of bunkers. It kind of goes over the top of a hill, this, very gradually.
Yeah,
But down the right-hand side of the fairway, there's a row of about 7 or 8 bunkers
right.
that lead all the way to the green.
That's cool.
To try and encourage you not to hit it in that direction. But it's risk reward, because if you hit it in that direction and you land on the fairway, you're going to have a significantly lesser chip into the green.
Yeah.
There are a row of bunkers in the heavy rough if you try and go left. But again, it's one of those things you have to hit it wildly wrong to go into those.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, those are way out
Those
there.
trees on the right of the tee box were a very last. I think they were the last thing I did on the whole course.
Oh yeah, those.
Just added those in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it just
closes the hole up a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks a little bit barren.
Yeah, I found with this theme that the less you do, the like one tree makes a lot more of a difference on the countryside theme than a tree on the boreal theme, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, down the hill here. Now the only critique I may have here is this shot. It's a bit of a blind shot in. This little hump is kind of blocking my view of the green. And you've done a cool job with those bunkers, but I can't quite see them. But that's fairly minor.
All right, that's fair enough.
Okay.
I overcooked my second shot, so I'm now left with a nasty little putt for par here. Oh, go on. Oh, it's gone in. Hey. But yeah, this is, what I was saying about having lots of little bunkers.
Yep.
This is a prime example of that, because I think that looks a whole lot more scary than one big one.
Yeah, I agree with you there, for sure. For sure. Okay, we got another par 5 here. Number 7, what do we got?
My hole's just loading up.
Ooh, I like the look of this one already.
Yeah, this one, if anyone was looking at the pictures that I was, because this is the first time I've ever done this, but I put a thread in the works in progress section. Mm-hmm. There was a big tree, a willow, right where that big stack of bushes are in the middle of the fairway. Okay. And the second last thing I did on this course was get rid of it, because it was there and it looked great. In fact, it gave the second shot almost the best looking second shot on the whole course.
Okay.
But you'd never really hit it, but something just didn't sit right with it being there, and I took it away, and it improved the thing a whole lot more. So
I'm just looking at that. I think you made a good call with that. I like the bushes there.
Yeah. I thought there's got to be something there, but a big tree kind of ruined it. You could still see the flag, and you could still see the bunker in front of it, and you could still see the other things, but it took up too much space.
Right.
For this one, you can be really daring and try and get to the green in 2, mm-hmm. and with the 7-mile-an-hour winds we've got, you might be able to make it, but otherwise just play it short and lay up, and you've got the pin's in a nice place on this one.
Yeah, I like it. I think this is my favorite hole so far.
Oh, thanks. I like the little house on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Things.
Nice little touches.
Oh, I've only done a 91% shot.
Ooh. Little raised green here, like that.
It's raised from the fairway in front of it, but it's from where we hit the second shot from.
Right,
it's even.
It's not.
Even. It's yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do a little flop shotty thing here.
I played it safe and made the birdie there, so that's good.
Yeah, I've not done either of those things.
4 under.
But yeah, I thought if I'd given someone a really complicated pin position there, that'd have ruined the hole. So I left it relatively simple, actually.
Yep.
I think right in the middle.
Yeah, I think that was a good call. Okay. Nice. Par. All right. Let's move to number 8.
Number 8.
What do we got?
The S-bend hole, where the fairway is in the shape of an S.
Yes.
You'd have to hit it somewhat, again, really hard to hit the 3 bunkers that are right in front of the fairway. There's also quite a big bunker to the left-hand side as well.
Yeah.
But it's a relatively standard hole otherwise. I think I just went for the shape of it because usually I do a double dogleg on a par 5, and I wanted to try one on a par 4 to see what it actually looked like. I think it's come out okay.
Yeah, I think it looks good. Put it.
One thing I toyed with a lot on this course is how much water I should use, because I didn't really want to use any. But I in the end, I found myself having to use it just to make things look a little better.
Yeah.
And it comes to play on 1 or 2 of the par 3s. But without it, I'm glad I put it in. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I love water on this game, so I'm always trying to use it, but it definitely helps you make your course pop in some areas. But you don't want to overdo it. My new course that I'm about to release has quite a bit of water, but I caught myself trying to overdo it at some points, and I had to cover up a lot because it was starting to look like an island.
Yeah. The pin position's quite hard on this hole.
Yeah, this is a bit of a tricky one.
I think if I could do it again, I'd put the pin over the other side.
Okay.
But because it does have quite a stinging bunker in front of it, but it's not too much of a. I've just seen yours roll in for a 4 as well. It's not. It shouldn't be in the way too much, but I think it's quite. I reckon that's probably one of the toughest pin positions on the whole course.
Yeah, I think so. 9, short par 3.
Yeah, this is the bowl. There was actually really early in the golf club, I suggested that they should be able to give you names for each hole rather than just hole 7, hole 8, hole 9.
Yeah.
Drop a club here, I recommend.
Yeah, I just did that.
Because there's a whole world full of bunkers surrounding the top and the left-hand side of the green. But I figured with that, I've given you a nice fairway to roll onto as well if you want to play it short and roll.
Yeah, you've given quite a bit there. That's good. That worked out.
Cool. I dropped a club and I still ended up in a bunker at the back.
I went a little bit long, but yeah, I like this little par 3 here.
Oh, please chip in from outside the green. That would make my day.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with whoever commented on that your par 3s are your strong points. So far, I've really liked the 2 that you've created so far.
Yeah, I'm glad. Because, as I said, they are the toughest ones to make. What do you think of first 9, then?
Love the first 9. I like how you kind of gone with more of a rugged look, and the course just plays nice and smooth. There's no, choppy feel or awkward shots. I can tell you put a lot of effort into, thinking about where the golfer is going to be, the golfer's options and things like that. So, really, really enjoyed it. I think, I've seen one kind of blind approach shot, but that's really all I've seen. So,
yeah.
Otherwise,
good.
It's been great.
I'm glad.
Okay, number 10. Ooh, a tree right in the middle.
There is a tree in the middle, but I've given you a huge amount of fairway either side.
Yeah.
And with a driver, you can clear that tree easily. Like that hole 7, where I removed the tree, this one's part of it.
Okay.
And there's so much space around it. I thought it was okay to leave it there. Some people might disagree.
No, I think it's good there.
Also, if you hit the tree, you'll go in the big bunker to the side of it.
Collection area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got over the tree there, no problem.
I only got a
I might be in the rough,
91%
though.
shot and still cleared it, so I was alright.
You've provided these big fairways, but I still cannot hit the green to save my life.
Are you on your second shot or third now?
I'm on my second shot right now, lining it up.
Because if you'll see that this will come into play more on 11, but instead of putting loads of bridges in, I actually put 2 little boats.
Yeah, I'm looking
houses,
at that right now. That's cool.
To get across the river. But that'll come into play on the next hole a bit more. 157.
Callie says, "What is L's feeling on blind shots? I know you don't prefer them." Yeah, no, I don't really. I'm not a huge fan of them, but yeah, L's. What's your opinion on those shots?
I 1 or 2 are okay. Is really my opinion, because I think the thing is as well, where the camera is. Sometimes if you look at where the golfer's head is,
Yep.
It wouldn't actually be blind for them. I know that sounds like a really silly thing to say.
Yep.
But too many of them, blind tee shots, I think, are a bit harsh.
Yeah, for sure.
But especially if you're in a bunker or something, you can easily get a blind shots out of bunkers in real life. So I don't think that's much of a problem.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And like I've seen 1, maybe 2 on this course so far, but it's not a huge deal. You've done a good job with eliminating that. So
yeah, it's such a hard, especially if you want to have some elevation in your course.
Yeah,
you're always going to end up with a blind shot here and there for that. So.
I'm always struggling with that. All right, 11, long par 5 again. Yeah,
the only one where water comes into play throughout the entire hole, as you can probably see.
Yeah.
And on the left is probably the biggest bunker on the entire course. It took me ages that. It's long. Depending on the wind, you can get there in 2.
Right.
The wind does have to be coming. It has to be a tailwind for you to do that.
Yeah.
And again, there are some bunkers there to mop up any wild shots, particularly second shots. The theory behind, obviously, the boat houses, I thought, well, there's a big river that goes all the way through. People are going to have to go up and down it somehow. Why not make that a nice, cheeky little way to get across the hole after you've taken your tee shot as well?
Good idea. I like your bunker there on the left, that big one. You've done a really good job with the contouring there, I think.
Yeah, it's a shame that no one really ever goes in it. I'm sure I'll be in there in 2 seconds after I said that.
Well, that's there to scare you.
I was tempted to remove this willow tree as well. It actually was auto-generated by the game, that tree, and
on
I
the
left
right
it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. If you hit the ball down the right side, it will come into play, but you can still go around it.
Yep.
It's one of those things that looks a lot more dangerous than it is.
Yep.
Which I'm quite a big fan of, that sort of psychology of.
Yeah, I think so too. It's try to deceive the golfer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what we said in the last course about the double bridges? Can you see them ahead?
Oh yeah. I didn't. Honestly, I didn't even notice it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Oh, personal preference, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah,
So.
exactly. Callie likes the ferry bridges, he says on Twitch.
Yeah, we've got one fan. That's good. Thanks, mate.
I'm a fan of those too. Those are pretty cool. Okay.
Oh, really shocking third shot onto the green there. I can't believe I've done this.
You got a long birdie putt there.
Yeah, and I've hit it far too gently as well. Oh well, hopefully this will be a par. Oh, just missed.
Oh yeah, just burned it by.
There we go.
Another good hole. I like that par 5 too.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Number 12. What do we got?
We've got. This is my favourite green on the whole course. And I think that is, despite what I said on the last course we played about keeping it minimal, I put as many bushes and stuff around this green and grass as I possibly could. I just went a bit crazy. And the hut you can see at the back of it is the same hut you could see on the 7th hole, where you said it was on the left-hand side. So kind of come around in a circle from there. The tee shot does go uphill, and if you hit driver, there's a good chance you're going to end up off the back end of the fairway. So I definitely recommend a 3-wood. And if you add wind behind you, a 5.
Okay.
There's some quite dangerous bunkers, but there's certainly enough landing area.
Yeah, I just hit 3-wood, and I'm okay. I really like this approach shot. This is one of my favorite shots, I think.
Yeah, I think I was. You know how sometimes you'll just put something there and everything will just fall into place.
Yeah.
That was that kind of. I can't take much of the credit for this. It just happened.
Yeah. Those are always the good holes where you don't have to do. You don't have to force it. It just kind of, it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
One thing, anyone watching this, I would encourage you to do is. Just because I put quite a lot of effort into it, I'd like people to see it. Just like look around the holes and things, because there are little buildings here and there, and I've tried to make it look like an old battered golf course that a company is trying to convert into a championship course. So like they're trying to build things that make it look good, and
yeah, I can definitely see that feeling too. I just like the look when you're on the green, just all the plants and stuff surrounding it. Just a real, rough, rugged look to it.
Those 2 bunkers in front of the green, if you find yourself in there, they're the 2 deepest bunkers on the whole course.
Okay.
They're really
they look nasty. I'm just seeing the front end of them. Okay. Good hole. That was that's in my top 3 of favorite ones so far.
Great.
Okay. 13. What do we got for 13?
13 and 14 are called the twins, because if you do the aerial shot, they both share the same bunkers.
Oh, okay.
So the bunkers that you'll go into on 13 could potentially be the same bunkers you'll go into on 14.
Okay, so 14's coming back the other way.
Yeah. This is awkward because with 1 mile an hour winds, you'll be able to drive it over the 3 bunkers in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
With 7 in your face, you'll struggle. And we've got 5, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to smash this straight into the middle of one of them, but oh well.
Oh, yeah. Those are really coming into play here.
They're at 250.
250.
I've just... Oh.
Oh, that's scary. Okay. I'm going to try it. Oh, I pushed mine out to the right. I'm going to be in this gigantic bunker of yours. I am.
I'm just watching your ghost ball fly past me. Oh, yeah. Well, you can get it out from there. You don't look like you've gone into it that deeply. No. The big mound of trees in front of you, the pin position on this green is to the left. Okay. So it's not as if you're going to have to bend it around the trees or anything. But I'm obviously made that bunker that big because it then can catch balls coming the other way from the other hole as well.
Oh, I just played quite possibly my most amazing shot ever.
I've just seen that go past. It's a shame I should have set my video recorder for this because that was amazing.
Faded that around from the bunker and landed it 14 feet from the hole. Wow.
Actually, saying that, I've never seen you and Jim play the same course at the same time. Are you sure you're not secretly him?
Oh, definitely not. When I'm making birdies, he's making eagles.
Oh yeah.
That's the difference. I missed my birdie putt after that heroic shot.
I missed my par putt. See, you had a shocking first shot and have done better than I have. Yeah. And I played it quite well.
Good hole there. I really liked your bunkers there, 250 out, those 3 round ones. Those are nice.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So we're going back the other way with 14, it looks like.
Yep, absolutely. It's a little bit shorter than 13, But you still, again, the bunkers are down the right-hand side like they were for the last one.
Yeah.
I raised this tee box up quite high in the end because it just gave you a good view over the course. Originally, it was quite low down.
It looks good here, and we can see all the bunkers, and I like this raised tee box here. It's a great view off the tee.
What are your thoughts and people watching thoughts about? Because I remember someone saying on one of my very, very first courses, like, there are too many raised tee boxes.
Yeah. I like the raised tee boxes. I don't think on every hole, but I raise the tee boxes on a lot of my holes.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. A nice hole here. Jim said he recorded his 15 under round. He'll put it up later.
Oh, brilliant. I can show us all how he does it.
Yes.
Are you sure magicians aren't meant to reveal their tricks?
This is true.
Oh, I've got a birdie.
There you go.
There we go. Only my second one.
I got a birdie putt. Come on. Made it too. Couple of pros here.
Yeah, so you haven't actually hit a bogey on the whole entire
No, I've been playing it pretty well.
Yeah.
I got 6 birdies. No, clean so far. Okay, another par 3 here, 15.
Oh, yeah, this one. This took ages. Ages and ages. As I was saying about par 3s, the thing is, this is why anyone who makes a good par 3 course has done very, very well. Yes. Because there's not much you can actually do. Because you don't have any fairways to mess about with or tricky second shots or anything. Every time you're just doing a tee box and a green, yep, and maybe some other bits. Yep. And actually to get variety in that is quite hard. The water was a last minute addition.
Oh, I think that was a good call on the water there.
It also made me put those 2 little bridges on the right hand side, which I think are good.
Yeah.
But the inspiration for this was actually originally from the hole at the TPC course in Scottsdale where Tiger Woods hit that hole in one. The arena hole.
Yes.
If you do the overhead view, you can kind of see where you would put an arena around this hole.
Okay.
That was kind of the thinking behind it.
Yeah, interesting.
For people playing it, I recommend clubbing down off the tee.
I just chipped in from a birdie.
I haven't even hit my tee shot yet. There we go. Too busy talking about it.
We have Mr. Doilev here, who I think is Doily. Just
Doily.
The Russian version of Doily.
Yeah?
Doilev.
Is he playing or...?
Yeah, he's just watching.
Just watching. Yeah. Good to have him along.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, my second shot was awful. But yeah, out of all the holes on the course, I think this one probably took me, the one that we've just played, 15, took me the longest. Mm-hmm. There's quite a lot of planting around there as well.
Yeah, another really solid par 3 there. Okay, let's move on to 16. What do we got?
The bridges, and some horrible bunkers on the left-hand side. They're much bigger than the bunkers I've done anywhere else on the course.
Yeah.
And the idea of this hole was actually to feel a bit claustrophobic. Like the fairway is actually wider than it looks, but it's made to look less wide because of the tee shot going over the river, and that it's at a slight angle. But also the trees are in a very slight V shape leading towards the green.
Yeah.
So it looks funneled, but it isn't.
Yeah, I was just gonna comment on that. It looks terrifying, this tee shot, but just the angle.
For some reason, it gives you 5 wood off the tee. I don't know, or 3 wood off the tee. I don't know why it does that, but just be careful with that.
Doily says you sound like a golf commentator.
I'll apply for a job somewhere, shall I? That's very kind of him. Thank you.
Okay.
It's probably one of the smallest greens on the course. This actually.
It's like you read my mind there. I was just going to say that it's a tiny one. But
I've played it so that you can just play it a bit short and it'll roll on.
Yeah.
It's not the pin's towards the back, so it's not as if you're going to have to overhit it or anything.
This, I think, is going to be good. Oh yeah, I had a nice shot. Doily says we'll hire you. You're going to get hired at TGC Tours for all the voiceover work.
That'd be brilliant. Because you do quite a lot of the reviews for that as well, don't you? So
yeah.
I'd happily help out. Oh, I've got another birdie.
All right.
Yes, I'm under.
You are even par, sir.
Yeah, am I? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I was one. Okay, even par. Well,
Even par.
this is the first time I've been even par when I've been playing with you, so it's an improvement.
Let's bring it home. We got another par 3 here.
Yeah. There are 3 bunkers lining the. Well, there's actually 5 because there's 2 little ones to the left-hand side. But those, you'd have to hit a really short shot to land in one of those. There's a really decent amount of fairway and green before you get to the pin on this hole. Again, it's another one where I was tempted to move that willow on the right-hand side, but I've left it in there again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, I love your par 3s. All 4
Well,
of them.
my next course, which I've already just started, is a par 27 course.
Okay.
So using countryside again.
Nice.
So we'll see how that comes out. But that won't. That'll be a little way off yet.
Oh, I just missed a gimme for birdie. That would have put me at 9 under. I didn't realize I was playing that well. Ah.
Oh, mine's just rolled over the hole as well.
Oh yeah.
With the back 9, like the front 9 had a lot of openness.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bit more closed in, particularly from the twin holes, 13, 14.
Yeah.
It's a little more claustrophobic on the back 9 than on the front.
Yeah. Okay, your finishing hole here, 18.
Right, no one will believe me because they've seen me play on your videos, but I have hit an albatross on this hole.
Oh.
It was in the creator, so it was at 0 mile an hour winds.
Yeah.
But it is doable. You need to land your first shot as close to those bushes that are intruding on the fairway as you can.
Right. Okay.
Because the pin is in a nice position to the left of the green.
Yeah.
So if you can hit 2 straight shots, admittedly it's going to be much harder in an 8, 7, 8, 9 wind that we've got here.
The fairway really chokes off here. That's going to be tough.
Oh, I've completely gone too far to the left as well. I'm in the rough. Well, no albatross for me, but I'm in an horrible position.
Get over. There we go.
Oh, I'm in a really horrible position.
269. Might be able to get there. Yeah,
I had to
not.
rescue my second shot, rescue myself, so I think I'm playing for par on this now. But yeah, so this is one where, eagles are available.
Yep.
Birdies are available, and I'm sure we'll see 1 or 2 of the even bigger birds come in.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that's a good way to finish with the
big
eagle
green
or albatross. Yeah, huge green. This is probably by far your biggest one, huh?
Yeah, I do that sometimes on the 18th. Just it's quite welcoming. It's the last hole. Oh, give me a par after that horrible. Oh, right on the lip. Well, I'd have finished in even, which I'm quite pleased with.
There you go. I finished 9 under. I'll take that.
Yeah, no bogeys.
No bogeys. No bogeys at all. All right, so that was Valkyrie Fields. This is Elle's course. Fantastic countryside theme course here. Another solid entry in taste contests. Really like especially the rugged. I just like the ruggedness, the feel to it, and like I said earlier, it plays just silky smooth, and I don't know. It's just got a good flow to it. It just no holes seem out of place. It just seems all you've got a vision and you kind of stuck with it for the entire course. So I think you've done a good job there. I think your bunkering was really, really good. The only couple things were, yeah, there were a couple blind shots and a couple hidden bunkers, but there was nothing really to draw away from the experience too much at all. So, great job, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it was fun watching someone else go around it and seeing how you played it. Actually, it's interesting. Yeah.
It was good.
Thanks for your very kind comments.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, so probably like a 4.5 out of 5 for me. So, very
Brilliant.
good course.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching. Another great course here. Give Elle some plays here on Valkyrie Fields. I think we'll be seeing this course a lot in the future. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you guys later.
Take care. Bye.